chickens.
They tried pouncing out.
They always try to get out. They're gonna love this. Look at all this. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's where they're going next.
Oh, look at that. Oh, where are you going? Tony, go over here.
Everything okay?
Yeah, the chicken ran out.
Oh,
I think he flew over.
I heard somebody screaming.
It's because he's trying to escape this place. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going to be sizing up your shark's favorite.
Up at the farm. Came to visit the animals for a little bit.
Yep.
Hi, Bessie girl. They're so sweet. My God, the gnats are insane. Sam is getting everybody their water that they need. And I wanted to check these chickens because they were broody last time.
Oh, they're so pretty.
They're still sitting on there.
They're not pretty when Lily goes, though.
My goodness, they're still, all three of them still sitting there. Let me get in here.
I think we're going to have babies, Mom.
Hello, ladies. Do we have any chicks under there? You've been on there forever. She's gonna pet me. I'm just looking. I just want to see. Nothing yet.
She's like, hey, they like to steal each other's eggs and sit on them.
She's sitting on like 2 of them. Oh, look at, yeah, she's she's taking some. Well, they're still broody, so I don't know. We'll see what happens by the time
She's stealing
we
eggs.
move. Yeah, she's using her beak and pushing them under her. What? All right, cool. What about that side?
Yeah, I got them both.
All right.
Hopefully we get some babies before we move.
That's it. That I do.
Mom.
Why
Hmm?
Hopefully we get some babies before we move.
Yeah, that would be cute, huh? If we had some little chicks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a walk over here and look at this pasture. All of this is coming in nicely. Ooh, kicking the camera. They have taken that pasture down over there. Looks really good, which is good because they gave this one a rest and it's growing. Now I'm looking over here, which is growing up really well. And I may move them to this side now. Just kind of open all of these and let them go freely back and forth. The bugs are nuts! All right, we're trying to figure out how to do this. We have to close off the holes in this gate because Charlie will get through that and he'll get out. So we're trying to figure out how to do that. I mean, we could just put a cattle panel on it like we did over there.
Yeah.
But how are we going to attach it? We don't have any zip ties or anything with us. The bugs are nuts. Can you guys see this? The gnats? Oh my God. It's because all that's all overgrown. Wow, this is insane. Charlie doesn't get over here, right? But Lily does? Lily found a spot over there. It looks like she's getting underneath.
The spot with the cows.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's getting out, but what about Charlie?
Charlie stays over there.
No, I'm saying if this were open, would he get out of this?
I don't know. There would be food though.
He could get out of that under there.
Yeah, but
What if we
Lily
put something under there?
doesn't.
All right, let's look. Try to figure this out because I want them to have access to all that grass.
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie boy.
Watch out, Charlie boy.
Over here because I want to see if he's going to go for that gate.
Wooly, come here. Wooly, come here. Wooly,
I want to see what he does.
come here. Come here.
See if he goes for the gate or not because
Come here, Wooly.
the only one I'm worried about is Charlie getting out of that gate. Wooly's too big and I think Lily's too big. And Lily's been over here a million times already. She's gotten under that fence and she's never gotten out. So, I mean, she's about the same size as Charlie. So, I don't know. That would be my biggest concern. I'm gonna try and coax the cows over here to get them on the other side. Hey, let's try and get the cows on the other side. Let's like grab a bucket and see if they'll follow us. Have him follow a bucket. Here comes Wooly. What you doing, buddy?
Are they settling who's the
Yeah, I think they're doing the pecking order. Alright, I feel like I'm inhaling bugs. I cannot believe how many bugs are out here. Cows seem happy over there. Everybody's good? Yeah, cows are down there eating. They're all the way down the end there. Well, it's not the end, but they're all the way by the tree. Okay guys, these bugs are insane, so we're gonna head back. Ending the day like I began it. Was up at the farm as you saw, and I just like, I cannot wait to get to the new property and have those animals with us. It's gonna be so great to walk out the back door and have them there on our own property. I can't wait for it. See them whenever I want. Go out and interact with them whenever I want. We can get pigs again. My porch is a disaster right now. I'll show you guys. It's just, there's stuff everywhere. This all came out of, well, most of it came out of the shop. Why is that ripping like that? My goodness. Most of it came out of the shop and got put up here. Some of it's down there under a tarp, but I need to clear this off so I can clean it up. I got to take this stuff down that's hanging, the curtains down, all the stuff that I have up here needs to come down and get packed. 7 days and counting. 6 days till we get the truck, and I can't wait for that because I just want to start getting everything put in the truck. I think my main concern is getting that pole barn done when we get up there. We were supposed to work on that, but we didn't have time, and we figured out how we're gonna do this. Sorry, I gotta fix this. With the pole barn. And I think it's gonna work pretty well. It's gonna sort of be a put together kind of thing. But I think it's actually going to work really, really well. A very sturdy, big pole barn that all of the animals can use. And even big enough for a section of it that we can put the hay in and store it there and all the feed. So I'm excited to get that done because I just want to like make sure everything is good for these animals and they have a secure place. We're going to use our electric fences when we get there. And actually, I was talking to Matt about it yesterday. There are some areas in the property where, and I think it's because of trucks and, you know, when they dug that whole area out to build the house, where it's kind of, I don't know, hilly a little bit. It's not anything crazy. It's just a little bit like dips here and there. And I want to level that out as much as I can. And the way I'm going to do that is pigs. So yeah, so they'll root and dig up the ground. It's not that dramatic, the little hills and everything. It's really just little areas. It's dramatic enough for me that I want to fix it and level it out for the animals, also for a possible garden bed in the back, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, the animals would have absolutely no issue getting around, no big deal. But I also want to improve that part of the land for the animals. So getting the pigs in there first thing, to dig that whole thing up, and I will move them around to you know, dig up the areas in sections, and getting them to do that, and then running like cows behind them, chickens, that kind of thing, is really going to improve the property. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm actually pretty happy about that, because I want to use, that would be a ton of work for us to do on our own, and pretty expensive, because I would need to get like a grader or something to get in there to sort of level all that out. But if I get the pigs in there to do it, they'll handle that in no time. It'll be done naturally, and it'll do the trick. It'll fix it. Coming over here to the garden, I noticed earlier when we were moving the chickens that there's a lot of volunteer stuff in here. There's all kinds of stuff in here. We've got kale throughout here. If you look like here, that's kale, that's kale. This is lemon balm. And again, this is a perennial, so this comes back every year, but this is lemon balm, lemon balm, lemon balm, lemon balm. There's a lot of it in here. I planted this last year and it took off. That looks like parsley. So there is quite a bit of stuff coming back. I mean, a lot of this, of course, is weeds. Some of it's already going to seed because of the 90-degree weather we've had. But like, this stuff is great. This is lemon balm. This is great for teas and that kind of stuff. It'll keep coming back. So all of this in here is weeds right now. The chickens love this stuff, so I'm kind of letting it grow because we just move them on it and let them eat it. But I did notice over here, there's some volunteer lettuce right here. This purpley stuff. That is lettuce right here. And I did not plant that this year. I planted it last year, so that's why it's here now. There's also some other plants in here that are just plants. They're not anything that is going to produce anything, like this right here. That's a flowering plant. I think that might be the same as that big one over there. These are ones that when we first moved in, I just kind of threw over here once we made this bed. Just threw that and a few other ones over here. And then last year, I literally just took seeds. Like, if you check out the video, I just took seeds and threw them in this entire long bed. And this is pretty long, it goes down the whole fence. I just took the seeds and just tossed them in here, buried them, just to see what happens, because I like to experiment. I also took any leftover seedlings that I had growing in the greenhouse and planted those in here. So this whole thing is like a plethora of food. It was just a ton of different things. I had corn in here, tomatoes, green beans. I mean, all kinds of stuff was in here. I'm definitely gonna miss it, because it was my first like official gardening bed type of thing, this and all of these beds. But I do plan to do something similar to this, not exact, but similar at the new property. And it will be sort of in the same area too. We're gonna be doing it up in the front yard because of the way that the house is positioned. And in that front, because the front, that whole area was woods. Like, if you were to look this up on Google, the street view, you would find woods. It doesn't even show the house. It's nothing but woods, because the house wasn't built that long ago. I think it started to be built in like 2017. They started clearing the woods and stuff, but it's never been lived in, and everything in it is new. Because of that, there's never been a garden bed. The land's never been worked, and so we are quite literally starting from scratch. So that front area is where we're going to have the new shop. We're going to build that up there on the side there. There will be a garage up there as well, and then the greenhouse next to that. But where the shop is going to be, that whole area in the front is where I am going to build more raised beds. These raised beds worked out so great for me. It was easy. They did the trick. I just filled it and planted, and they did really great. We got a lot of food out of them, so I definitely want to do that again. I think it was definitely worth it, and definitely I'm going to do it again. All right, guys, I got to go in and edit this video and get it up to you. So we'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.